If you run an e-commerce brand and your ads work at a small budget, but the moment you increase spend, your return on ad spend starts dropping, then the problem is usually not just the ad platform. The problem is that your brand may not yet have a scalable performance marketing system. Most brands think scaling means increase the budget, launch more campaigns, test more audiences, or push more discounts. But in reality, these are not scaling strategies. These are actions, and actions without diagnosis usually waste money. At Socioshoot, our approach is different. Before scaling spend, we first ask, which product deserves more budget? Which creative direction is actually selling? Which campaign structure is supporting learning? And which data signals prove that this setup can scale? Because scaling an e-commerce brand is not about spending more money. It is about knowing exactly what to scale, the right product, with the right creative direction, inside the right campaign structure, with the right budget rules. The first step is to find the winning product. This is where many brands make a mistake. They treat every product equally. But every product does not have the same demand, same margin, same appeal, same conversion potential, or same ability to absorb budget. So, instead of spreading budget randomly across all products, we test selected products first. The goal is not to immediately scale everything. The goal is to collect signals. Which product gets clicks? Which product gets add to carts? Which product reaches checkout? Which product converts into purchases? That tells us where the market is responding. This is important because a product with good likes or good comments is not always a product that can scale. We do not only look at surface-level engagement, we look at performance signals. Clicks show interest. Add to cart shows consideration. Checkout shows stronger intent. Purchase shows real demand. Once we find a product that shows potential, the next job is not just to make more ads. The next job is to find the winning creative direction. That means understanding what kind of message, angle, format, or presentation makes people want to buy that product. For example, the same product can be sold through different angles. One ad can focus on style, another can focus on comfort, another can focus on price, another can focus on occasion, another can focus on social proof. The product is the same, but the reason to buy changes, and that reason to buy is what we are testing. This is why creative testing is not just about changing colors, fonts, or layouts. A creative is a sales argument. It tells the customer why this product matters, why they should trust it, and why they should buy now. If the creative direction is weak, even a good product may not scale. Real scaling begins when we find the winning combination. A product that people want, combined with a creative direction that explains it well, becomes a much stronger candidate for scaling. This is where many accounts start becoming more predictable. Now budget decisions become more logical. We are no longer increasing spend because we are hopeful. We are increasing spend because the account has shown us evidence. The product is getting response. The creative is selling. The funnel signals are supporting the decision. Once we identify the winning combination, we do not scale everything. We scale only what is working. That means more budget goes to proven products, proven creatives, and proven campaign setups. Weak products and weak combinations do not get emotional budget. Blind scaling usually fails because the account becomes inefficient. The budget starts going into products that cannot convert. Ads start reaching audiences that are not ready. Creative fatigue increases, and the brand starts thinking meta ads are not working. But many times the real issue is not meta. The issue is the scaling logic. After finding winners, one way to scale is vertical scaling. This means increasing budget on an existing winning campaign or ad set. But this has to be done carefully because some accounts can handle direct budget increases. Others become unstable if the budget is increased too fast. A founder should understand this clearly. If your campaign is stable at a small budget, that does not automatically mean it will remain stable at a much higher budget. As spend increases, the account needs more buying opportunities, stronger creatives, and enough audience depth to maintain performance. The second method is horizontal scaling. This means expanding through more campaign setups, more ad sets, more audience pockets, more creative variations, or more product combinations. Horizontal scaling gives the account more room to grow. Instead of depending on one winner, we build multiple paths to scale. In simple words, vertical scaling means putting more budget into a working setup. Horizontal scaling means creating more working setups. Both are useful, but the right method depends on how the account behaves. This is where multiples become important. A scalable account should not depend on only one ad, one product, one audience, or one campaign, because if that one setup drops, performance drops with it. So we build multiples around what is already working. Multiples can mean more versions of the same winning angle, more creatives for the same product, more products with similar buying behavior, more campaign structures supporting different stages of the funnel. This gives the account stability while scaling. Performance marketing is not a one-time setup. The account keeps giving signals every day. Some products improve, some creatives fatigue, some audiences saturate, some campaigns become inefficient. So the job is to keep learning and reallocating budget based on data. This means shifting spend towards stronger performers, reducing spend on weak combinations, testing new options before old winners die, and keeping the account efficient as it grows. That is how scaling becomes a process, not guesswork. So, if your e-commerce brand is struggling to scale, the answer may not be more random ads. You may need a clearer performance marketing system, a system that tells you what to test, what to scale, what to stop, and where to put the next rupee. At Socioshoot, this is how we help e-commerce brands grow through Meta and Google ads. If your brand is already spending on ads but not scaling consistently, visit socioshoot.com and fill the form to get a callback.